There's a number of challenges that Kenya is facing, but luckily Kenya is also taking action. So a very good example is the recently announced ban on plastic bags. So Kenya was facing significant issues in terms of plastic pollutions, both on land and in the waterways. The plastic bags ban is an immense move in that direction, and it's one where youth will need to be engaged. Youth will need to be engaged in finding solutions and alternatives to plastics, but also in understanding the impacts that the plastic bag ban is having on their surroundings and on their environment. And that's why we're working not just with the government, but also with schools throughout Kenya to help build awareness of the positive impacts that the plastic bag ban will have, and to help students be involved as active participants in the process rather than just recipients of a mandate or a policy or a law. There's a lot of opportunities. I had a discussion earlier today about e-waste and the need for Kenya to address e-waste and find innovative ways of recycling and collecting and disseminating information about e-waste. From my perspective, the most important role that youth have is to become educated, to understand what the problems are and what role they can play in the solutions. Because if we don't really understand the challenge we're facing, we'll never be able to find the way to get around that challenge and to find solutions. So I would encourage all youth throughout Kenya to understand better what e-waste is, how it's affecting their lives, and educate themselves in some of the potential solutions so that they can become innovators. Absolutely. Absolutely. It can create jobs in terms of dealing with e-waste, managing it. It will create jobs in terms of educating others on e-waste. It'll create jobs within the significant producers of e-waste, because the corporations are also they're getting involved and they want to understand what their role is, and they're looking for skilled professionals that can help them navigate the path of e-waste as well. That's a challenge that we face, actually. The way that we're trying to address that is through building an online platform on education and learning, which will have a student portal so that youth can engage with each other and have some discussions around issues like waste. We're currently developing an online course on holistic waste management, and another one on nutrient and wastewater management. And once we develop these courses, they will be freely available online for anybody to access, including youth, of course. We'll be disseminating those through our network of universities in Kenya, the Kenya Green University Network, which is an initiative by NEMA and the Commission for Higher Education to improve sustainability in Kenya's universities and improve the education experiences of students throughout Kenya. So those two courses, holistic waste management and nutrient wastewater management, are two ways that we're going to move forward in engaging youth in waste management. But the other, as I mentioned, is in terms of innovation and coming up with ideas and being part of the solution. Yep, absolutely. And in fact, we're encouraging other countries to develop national green university networks as well. And the reason that we're doing that is because the benefits that you get from universities working together and acting as one are significant. When you're a single university and you reduce your greenhouse gas emissions and you go to the government says, yeah, that's fine. If you're all of the universities in the country working together, and you can go to the government and say, this is how universities throughout the country have reduced their greenhouse gas emissions, and the government sees that that's actually a significant contribution to its own objectives under, for example, the Climate Change Convention, that's when governments start to pay attention. That's when they wake up and say, these universities, they're an asset. They're an asset that we have not just in terms of education and job creation, but they're an asset we have in terms of achieving our sustainability requirements and moving ahead with making sure that we're transforming our economy towards a more green and sustainable future.
Okay.
I'm Jaime Webb. I'm the Chief of the Environmental Education and Training Unit at UN Environment, and I stand for Climate Action.